In this video, I'm going to talk about Mint Mobile. Is it worth switching? I'm going to give you a definitive thumbs up or thumbs down on whether or not I recommend switching to Mint and my experience with them through the first 3 months of my service. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to rebuild or rebrand your life, your career, your finances, especially if you're over the age of 30, or maybe 40 or 50 or more, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. If you're not familiar, Mint Mobile is a fairly new cell phone carrier, cell phone service. Mint is probably most famous for its spokesperson, Ryan Reynolds, the actor who spearheads some of the commercials. Let me talk about the initial impression. So initially, my impression of Mint Mobile was very favorable. The website is pretty easy to navigate. Their biggest focus is the cost, right? Mint Mobile uses the towers by T-Mobile. So their idea is you're still getting the same service, you're still using the same towers, you're just not getting all the bells and the whistles, things that you're getting with a big wireless carrier. Like you go to the grocery store, you can buy Lucky Charms for $4, or you can buy generic Good Luck cereal for $3 or whatever it is, right? It's the same cereal, it just has a different branding on it. As an example, I had the lowest level of service, the lowest level of data with my carrier, and I was spending $80 per month. I switched over to Mint, and I was now spending $15 per month. That starts adding up, right? That could be $500, $600, $700 over the course of a year. Mint Mobile also gives you the opportunity for a free 7-day trial. And they will even send you a SIM card that you can use for 7 days, and if you don't like it, you can get out of there and go back to your normal coverage. It's like a part-time coverage, so to speak. I decided to go past this. I just jumped right in. It was $45 upfront, one-time $45 payment. So Mint pushes it as a low-cost carrier that's going to save you money, and it will. It will definitely save you money. The website was easy to navigate, and Mint Mobile even has a tool where you can see if they are a good fit for you. And they claim to be very honest with this. They say if they are in an area where the coverage is not good, they will tell you. It is a graphic where you type in your address, you type in your zip code, and a little bar will come across. I type in my zip code, and the service came back good. This is a little bit misleading in this sense. The initial tool, and there's two main tools here. There's the initial tool where it will just show you what the coverage is. Good, bad, red, yellow, green, all that type of stuff. Digging into this a little deeper though, if I typed in the exact address, there's another tool that will go a little more in depth and will show you exactly your breakdown of the street you live in and things like that. The area I was in was still very green coverage, very dark green coverage. But Mint has a further breakdown of their advanced tool where it will show you exactly the coverage in a house versus the coverage in a car versus the coverage standing outside. But I have had problems standing completely outside in an area where Mint says I have very good coverage, not blocked by anything, still having problems connecting. And to be fair to Mint, I have had other issues to a point when I've had other low-cost carriers. Mint does allow you to call and receive calls over Wi-Fi instead of the cell tower if your cell service is not that great. As far as the arrival goes, once I ordered, I got my SIM card in 3-4 days, I'd say, and it was pretty straightforward. It came in a nice package, it was very colorful, it was very descriptive, and it explained exactly how I need to open up my phone and insert the SIM card. It even included a little tool where you could poke in the side of your phone, and I put the SIM card in, flipped the other one out, and it was easy to set up the new network. All in all, the transfer went smooth, and up to this point, my experience with Mint was very good. Regarding customer service, now I'm breaking this up into two very different parts of customer service. Let's talk about care, and let's talk about capability. As far as the customer service care, the care of Mint Mobile is exceptional. I can't emphasize enough how exceptional. At no point at any time, my conversations with them over the last few months, has it been disrespectful? Have they been rude? Have they been nasty? Have they been short or curt with me? At no point. As far as the capability, that's where it falls apart a little bit.
Every vote counts.
Number one, there is a language barrier there. And let's just get this out of the way. I don't care what language you speak. I don't by any means think, oh, you have to speak English when I'm talking with you. By no means. And we're dealing with people who, frankly, speak English a lot better than I would speak their language. So they should be commended for their language and their skills. That's the trade-off, right? Do you want to spend this extra money on customer service reps, or you cost a little bit less and you're getting someone who's maybe English is not their first language? Then we'll talk about the representative's connection and their data. What do I mean by that? Now, it's very clear that people are working from home and they're trying to connect and talk with me through some type of routed system. I'm talking with representatives and the calls cut out, and sometimes I can't hear them and they're static. I assume they're working from home and they're on a cell phone just the same as I'm on a cell phone. I really think Mint is dropping the ball on this. They need to give their reps better phones, basically, or better data connections. I can't be calling customer service and having problems hearing them or them hearing me. This certainly needs to be fixed. And I've done this across multiple phones, including landlines as well. So I know for a fact it's not just like my phone was bad. To follow up on that, there's been a few times where I've actually said, hey dude, I'm sorry, your kid is screaming in the background. I cannot understand you. I need to be able to hear you, and you need to be able to help me with my problem. I don't want to wait half hour for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse to be over. I want you to talk to me and help me right now. As the economy changes, I think we'll see a lot of that, and frankly, I like that. If you don't have to commute 2 hours each way to your job, you have more time to maybe spend with your kids, I think that's a good change that we're making as part of our global economy. We're placing a lot more emphasis on personal relationships and family, but to be fair, this is a review. That's something that Mint needs to do a better job with. Their reps are working from home, but they're clearly working from home, and it does affect the quality of the calls, and it does affect the quality of the service that I was getting as a customer. Some of the information is also contradictory. Talking with Mint Mobile over tweets or Twitter, talking with Mint Mobile on the phone or email, talking with the VIP line, I would sometimes get completely contradictory information, and that, I admit, makes me more frustrated than anything else. That does not inspire confidence in a new customer that you really only had for a couple of weeks up to that point.
I'm so damn confused.
The knowledge of Mint Mobile reps, to be blunt, was just simply not good. And that is not their fault as humans. They're only reading off a page that they're given. They're only going off of the training that they've received.
And finally say, that seems pretty senseless, but whatever. That seems pretty senseless, but whatever.
I'm going to post right down below a way to get a hold of Mint Mobile VIP. VIP is, I guess, their escalated department. I really got nowhere dealing with the regular customer service. It was only after I got escalated to VIP that I got a little more help. Now, when you get to the VIP service, Mint Mobile is a small operation. What I mean by that is I probably had, no lie, probably 24 phone calls back and forth with VIP, and I was always dealing with the same 2 or maybe 3 people. I think just 2 people. I could tell their names offhand. Oh, this is this person, this is this person. Let's talk about the first problems I had with Mint. Back in June of 2021, Mint suffered a data hack. My number was stolen. It was transferred to another service. I think it was Metro PCS it was transferred to, and then that number was being used by a hacker or a thief of some kind. I eventually did get my number back, and eventually everything got smoothed out. And to Mint's credit, Mint took it upon themselves and reached out to me, saying, again, we were the victim of a hack. We assure you it was just this one aspect. It was a very small number, but to make it right, we are going to give you a credit. And the credit they gave me was significant. Depending on what data package I wanted to use, it could be used for maybe as long as a year of free service. Unfortunately, this gets me into another problem that I had about a month later. For about 2 weeks, no one was responding to my text messages. And I said, this is crazy. Who are all these rude people? And it was only after talking with a friend of mine who actually called me, because who calls people anymore? He says, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 2 weeks. We went to this event. We went to this party. You didn't respond. Why are you such a jerk? And I was like, what? I'm the jerk. And it turns out none of my text messages were either going out or coming in. And there was nothing to indicate in the phone that this was happening. There was no error message, and this began a huge headache and a very tense week. According to Mint, what happened was when the transfer from my old carrier to Mint took place, something did not click correctly. And all of a sudden, something snapped and I lost service. And numerous times I talked with Mint and I was told, hey, either I'm busy, I'll call you back in a half hour, and I'd never receive a call back. A couple times I asked to be escalated maybe to a higher level or supervisor with some more information. Oh yes, they're not in the office right now. Of course, they're never in the office. They'll give you a call in 30 to 60 minutes. A day went by, I wouldn't receive a call back.
I've been sitting here by the phone all day just waiting for your call, wondering if you've thought over what we talked about.
Anytime you're told, hey, I'll get back with you, someone will get back with you in this time frame, and they blow you off, that does not make you feel valued as a customer. It did not make me feel valued as a Mint Mobile customer as well. I started reaching out to actual Mint Mobile executives. I reached the CEO and I believe the co-founder on LinkedIn. I actually messaged him directly and he got back with me, to his credit. Eventually, what I did was I tweeted out directly to Ryan Reynolds, and I don't believe Ryan Reynolds probably read my tweet. Within, maybe not seconds, but minutes, I got a response from Mint Mobile. I got an email and I got a phone call. And it was a good thing that I did because the problem got even worse. The number, for some reason, was not ported over correctly. My old company saw that the number was no longer being used. So they took my phone number and gave it to someone else. And when I heard that, my heart dropped. I've had this number literally since I was 16 years old. And it's just a phone number, it's not the end of the world, but it is my number. I've had it for 20 years. My old company did not give this to a cell phone, they gave it to a tablet. These tablets, I guess they need a phone number even if they're not calling. They switched out the number from that person who owned the tablet. So then I had a little bit of hope. So then it became kind of a rush, a race against time, that I need to claim this number before another carrier gave it away. And I impressed upon Mint Mobile, talking with the VIP, the complete seriousness of this. And they were very kind, and they said, yeah, we're gonna help you. We're gonna email over to the company. And I said, well, can you also call them? Here's the number. Oh yeah, I guess we could. What do you mean you could? And then I would call back an hour later. Hey, just wanna follow up, how did you do this? Oh yeah, we emailed. Well, did you call? Oh no. An hour later, hey, did you call? Oh yeah, we called, but we were on hold, so we hung up. And obviously this is, my issue is so important to me. They're dealing with 10, 20, 50 other people who are maybe complaining. I get it. I finally got this done and I got my number back and it is working. Now, I reached out to Mint again and I asked point blank, I would like you to give me 3 free months of service. And yes, in addition to the year that you gave me. And to Mint's credit, 100%, they did it. They said, yes, we'll do it for you. They didn't have to say yes. They could have said, go fly a kite, dude. But they acknowledged, you know what? Even if they don't think they messed up, our customer thinks we messed up. The good, the price. The price speaks for itself. You can get a very basic package, 4 gigabytes of data, talk and text for 15 bucks. One-time payment of $45 gets you 3 months of service. That would literally cost me about 250 bucks with my old carrier. Number 2 is the care of their customer service. At no point did I ever think that someone was rude or nasty or condescending to me. Even the CEO got back with me, and that does speak well. I'm sharing it on YouTube that the CEO of Mint Mobile got back with me. Now, Ryan Reynolds didn't get back with me, but maybe one day he will. Maybe one day I'll be on the Mint Mobile commercials. And then number 3, Mint screwed up a couple of times, but they owned it and they made it right for their customer. Let's talk about the bad. The coverage is not great for me, and this may completely depend on where you live. So you're gonna have to make that decision. If everything works out the same, hey, of course it's cheaper, but if you lose some coverage, is that worth the price change? Also, if you have a problem, you should not be super confident that Mint will be able to fix it. They may be just the same as any other company, but the training they've received I found not to be super great, and you really need to escalate it to a VIP or higher level. 3 was a security issue. To be blunt, Mint Mobile allowed my phone number to be hacked and it was transferred to another person. Twice. It was hacked once and stolen to another person who's trying to steal from me, and then last is that number transferred. I almost lost my number. Mint is saying it's someone else's fault. They're saying it's Mint's fault. I'm 100% confident if I just let Mint get back to me when they got back with me, I would have lost my number. So overall, do I recommend that you switch to Mint Mobile completely? No, I do not make that recommendation. I recommend you give Mint Mobile a trial period. They do offer trial periods, and they'll even send you a SIM card. But I cannot give Mint Mobile my full recommendation right now based on how they've handled things and what they've allowed to happen to my account. I'm gonna post a link down below if you wanna check out a free trial. Like I said, that is my open and honest recommendation or lack of recommendation for you guys. I wanna make sure you have the best information possible. If you like this video, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and then that bell notification icon so you get updated when I post videos. If you liked what I had to say or if you have additional questions on Mint Mobile and my experience, please leave a comment down below. And of course, make sure you kapow! Hit that like button. It does help me show this video to other people. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. I look forward to helping you live your life after the age of 30 or 40 or 50 or more, helping you rebuild and rebrand yourself. It's not too late, guys. It's not too late.